everyone, and welcome back to week 3 of the Division 2 of the Pokemon Premier League Power Rankings with me, Beck, and Mr. Switzerland himself.
Hello, everyone. That's how you sound, to be honest. You're not making a good impression of my accent at all.
I didn't try to make an impression of your accent. If I did, I would have gone, hello everyone,
No,
and welcome to week 3 of the Pokemon Premier League Power Rankings Division 2.
Get lost. So, shall we get started right away?
Shall we?
We shall do that.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay, so we agree on a lot of things this week, in the bottom half at least. So, on the 12th spot, we both have Lacen, or as we should now call it, Polymac, I think. He's taking over Lacen's team because Lacen is absent, from what I know. And Poly actually uploads, so thank you so much for that.
I think Lacen has got a lot going on in his real life and has just come to the conclusion that actually it would be better if he allowed somebody else to take over the control of the team for the time being. So
definitely.
There you go.
And so because Poly actually uploads, we have further information what we can talk about. But still, Poly is unfortunately on the 12th spot because even though we can analyze the battle a little more now, he still lost, unfortunately. But I don't have much to say about this battle from my perspective. Just one play I really disagree with was the last one. There was a moment where he brought in his Braviary against the Gliscor, and he went for Brave Bird on the Gliscor, and I didn't necessarily agree with that because, in my opinion, he was Choice Scarfed. In my opinion, he should have locked himself into Defog, because, yeah, that would have ended up in a stall war, PP stall war with the Gliscor, because Gliscor could have gone repeatedly for Stealth Rocks, but that means he would have always defogged them away, and to kill the Braviary, Troy would have needed to either go for Knockoff or Toxic, and that would have meant Braviary went down, but the last hit it got off was a defog, and so there were no rocks. I mean, that's what I would have done. I would have PP stalled, to be honest, but that's just me. I don't think it would have mattered too much. I mean, I think from the range Braviary was at, it would have died to a Toxic damage. The first turn Toxic damage, that's 6%. I think it would have died, and if that was the case, the turn it would have died, Troy had to go for a killing move, and the rocks weren't there anymore, because he went for defog. That's what I would have done, at least. But yeah. Do you have something to add, Beck?
No, not particularly. I think I kind of understand what you were saying, and I can see why you would do that because you like to play stall.
Oh, nice! Thanks for noticing.
You're welcome.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think at the end of the day, it was the end. It was kind of the end game where the most of the kind of misplays were perhaps made. Yeah. Definitely. But I don't have too much more to add other than what you've said. And I guess the thing about Paulie is that he's coming in and he's having to use a team that was drafted by somebody else as well. So he's going to need a week or so to kind of get his head around that. And I think I saw enough from what he'd done to have hope that, he's going to do better in the future, I think.
To have hope in him, yeah.
To have hope in him. I hold the hope in my heart.
Oh god, yeah, I think Poly can definitely play better. I mean, not play better, but just work around with the team better and then pick up some wins. Hopefully, honestly, in my opinion. So yeah, that's our 12th spot. We shall move on to the 11th. Actually moving up, finally, from the bottom spot, we have both.
Woo!
Juan! And of course, Juan... he battled Frito instead of E-Storm, and of course that's a new opponent. He would have known how E-Storm battles, but because Frito was a completely new person to the league, it was kind of... he didn't know the playstyle from Frito, and that's always a huge issue in the league. But Juan battled exceptionally well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just one thing I will point out is he set up with Raikou Calm Mind a little bit too early. I mean, he saw an opportunity to set up. A little bit
too early, right at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, probably in the 5th turn of the battle, he started to set up. And there was an opportunity for him to set up and do things, but the life orb damage and the damage he took from Seismic Toss were just too much, so he ended up killing himself with only taking down one of Frido's Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit way too early to let Raikou go down, because he still needed it for Suicune. Because Suicune was the thing that screwed him up in the end. And there were some unfortunate things that happened during the battle. They both got freeze hacks on each other, both that actually mattered in my opinion. Altaria had to go down due to hacks.
Yeah.
As well as the other thing. What was the other thing that got frozen?
Oh, at the end of the match, one's Tornadus,
yeah.
Got frozen.
Got frozen and, of course, couldn't do anything. I think he got a knockoff off, but not much more. And also one crit on Skuntank. The overheat, I think, from Infernape took down the Skuntank with one hit. And Juan said that the Skuntank would have lived one overheat, but if it was a crit, so there was nothing we could do about that. But it really looked like Juan had this battle. The battle was definitely one-sided in my opinion, the first 10 turns, but Frido saw the opportunities of hacks and took advantage of those and turned the battle around, which was unfortunate, but it happens.
I know, there was a lot of time during that battle where I was fairly convinced that Juan was gonna pick up his first win.
Yeah, same.
But on the positive side, there was all that time when he was playing really well, and there was maybe one or two little things that he could have maybe done better. But on the whole, he played a lot better. And I liked his team building. He went very offensive, and he was just a bit unlucky, I guess.
Just the Suicune was too overwhelming in the end without
the Raikou. Yeah, without the Raikou. So
the battle could have potentially ended up differently, but it happened. Juan, you did way better this week. I wanna see you do the same in upcoming weeks, and just be great. Just be a party guy.
Bring the party to the battle. Yeah. Come on. But no, I was really, really, really pleased for him. I know it's still a loss, but it was far closer, and hopefully he can take a lot of positives from that in the way that he played and kind of carry them forwards, because we all want to see him do a good job. And we're all rooting for him, so yeah. That's why I moved him up in my power rankings, because he definitely put in much more of a positive performance this week, and I was really pleased for him. Just wish he could have got the win.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Well done, Beck. So we shall move on to number 10, where we agree on again. We both have Carter and the Chicago Cupchoose. Yeah. He didn't upload because he said in this team. I watched a team builder, of course, and he said he had a stressful time, and so he just uploaded the team builder, and we can only judge from that. The one mistake I saw from Team Builder, his Rotom Heat. He had a defensive Rotom Heat with a special attack minus special attack nature, and apparently, as he told us, he chanted the team like it was. So the Rotom had a minus special attack nature. I think it was careful nature, which was definitely bad. And
yeah, and I mean, you've got to be careful when you're genning, haven't you? You've got to make sure, you've got to double check and triple check to make sure that what you're bringing with you is what you intended to have.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention that later on again.
Yes, so am I.
Ruby. Oh, same with Ruby.
Yes.
Oh, nice. We're doing good. High five. Oh god. Yeah, but other thing, he invested Crawdons. He tried to utilize it as a setup sweeper and setting up on Mega Sableye because of the Lumberry with Sword. I think he had Sword Stance rather than Dragon Dance. I can't quite remember, but
Yeah, no, he had sword stances.
yeah, he tried to his plan was at least to set up on the Mega Sableye, take a Will-O-Wisp. Because of the Lumbear, he would not have gotten burned, and probably take it out with a +2 waterfall. So that was definitely nice he prepared very nicely, but still lost, so didn't quite work out for him. But definitely his team preparation was really good, and he could definitely pick up some wins if he used the team right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know obviously he's very, very busy with school and stuff at the moment, so it is very difficult to bring your best A game to battles when your mind is all over the place. So hopefully he manages to get a little bit more settled down, and he's able to kind of perform the same way in matches as he is when he's building his teams, because I've always sort of thought that his team building is good. He puts a lot of thought into it, and as you said, the Crawdaunt was nice.
Yeah. You're always so nice, oh my god.
I mean, this is what this Power Rankings is, isn't it? It's good cop Beck, bad cop Enzo.
I mean, I'm just pointing out things that bother me while I watch the videos. So...
And see, I'm always looking for the positive things.
Yeah, because that's what teacher does.
That is what teachers do, so, living up to my reputation.
Oh my god, you suck, but you gotta do better next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to our number 9 spot. Sadly, oh my god, I'm so sad, because we both have actually Jordinez, and I had him once on my number 1 spot, and now he's all the way down to number 9. I feel so bad, Jordinez, I'm so sorry. You're an amazing guy, but this week was terrible for you, let's face it.
And I'm like sat here trying to think of something that I can say to make it be good. I just can't.
It was just awful.
It doesn't help that there's no videos. So obviously, he's obviously got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe he's really busy. But it's really difficult for me to sort of comment on trying to find a positive when I can't see his thought process. I've said this before in other videos, but if his team building, if he thought of something cool and it just didn't come off or whatever, then we could comment on that, but there isn't. He just...
Jordinez actually sent me his team asking for advice, and I told him to put Thunderwave on the mill tank instead of something else, I think. And Ruby kinda knew about the Thunderwave, so he had Swords Dance rather than Dragon Dance on his Charizard eggs. I'm sorry, Jordinez. I'm sorry.
Was that your fault?
No, I mean, I told him to put Thunderwave because he could Thunderwave and slow down so many things. Not only Charizard, but it would definitely also have with the Charizard. So I told him to put Thunderwave on there. And that was kind of my fault, yeah.
So therefore, at 9th place on the Power Rankings is actually Enzo.
Yeah, let's put me on there. I'm gonna edit a face of me on there. Oh my god. I'm gonna actually do that. You guys should see a face now, a face of mine on the screen. But yeah.
Enjoy, everyone, enjoy.
Enjoy my beautiful face. But something, Jordinez definitely had a bad team matchup. Ruby just teared through his team with Keldeo and Mamo. And
no answer for the Mamo at all, really.
Once the kind of checks, counters, you can't even call them really real checks, because a Choice Band Earthquake was to a KO on all of them. Once they went down, it just... Keldeo Mamo just happens. I mean, they clicked Secret Sword, Hydro Pump, Earthquake, and it was over. I don't have much.
I also thought it was very odd when he was in against the Flygon with his Sylveon and he baton passed out.
I mean, he predicted a switch. Possibly he didn't predict the defog. Possibly not even knowing Flygon gets defog.
Yeah, but isn't that pretty much the only reason people have Flygon in their teams, is because it's a defogger?
I mean, it's a good Scarfer too. So he probably predicted something else. Not the defogs, so he predicted a switch and tried to get initiative with the baton pass, which was a reasonable play, honestly. But he really was better off going for Hyper Voice and get damage off things. But yeah, he tried to get an initiative, but it didn't work out.
And I mean... Oh, let's carry on.
Oh no, okay. It wasn't necessarily a misplay. but a hyper voice would have been 1,000 times better, in my opinion.
It wasn't necessarily a misplay, but hyper voice would have been 1,000 times better.
I mean, yeah, it's just what I would have. Would I have done that? I don't think so. Well, maybe. I don't even.
I don't
Sylvia.
think I would have. I would have hyper voiced, I think.
Yeah, probably. You're just YOLO.
I really am. Yeah, and I worry that he's getting a little bit predictable. As well as like his teams are very similar.
Oh,
Do you
really?
think? You know, he always kind of brings us. Well, that's my opinion.
I mean, I don't pay much attention to every week's team. Like I forgot about the week before and just start completely new.
Fair enough. He tends to bring the same things week on, week out. So you always see the Sylveon, you're seeing the Miltank, you're seeing the Heatran, you're seeing the Scissor, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So maybe mix it up a little bit, maybe. Depending on who you've got next, I guess.
Mix it up and bring stuff you don't even need. Just for the surprise factor. But yeah, that's all about Jordinez. Definitely unfortunate that he could not upload. I mean, he definitely has reasons for that. And I hope it works out for you, man. You're amazing.
He is amazing.
He is really amazing. I'm a little
really
Jordinez
amazing.
fanboy. You're a Travistey fanboy, I'm a Jordinez fanboy.
Shh, you're not supposed to reveal that until later.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's a secret.
Okay, moving on to number 8, being Chaos on both our lists.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, nice.
Nice.
On both our lists, we both have Chaos. Where do I have my notes?
Yeah, I'm just looking for mine as well.
Oh god. Here they are. I did agree with the battle. I mean, he won 1-0. I still have him pretty low because he played kind of not that well in the previous weeks, but this battle kind of went well for him. Just one thing I want to point out. The turn 1, there was the matchup of Mega Houndoom and Victini, and he got pursuit trapped. Yeah, that's what happened. But you should honestly, you should honestly know that Houndoom has some really nice physical attack and gets access to Sucker Punch and Pursuit. So he should have honestly predicted that he gets Pursuit trapped at one point and not necessarily lead off with Victini. I mean, it wasn't even Scarfed. I think it was Assault Vested. So he would not have even gotten a fast U-turn off on anything. So, in my opinion, Rotom would have been the better lead in any case scenario. Like, it would have been extremely nice against other Pokemon on Kelly's team. And I just didn't agree with the lead Victini. I don't even care anymore.
Come on, it has to be Victini. It just has to be.
Victini. I don't care. Move on. What do you have to say about Chaos?
I mean, pretty much the same. I just think he played pretty well, and I guess the reason he's not a bit further up or whatever is because he's been very inconsistent. So sometimes, playing well, and other times, maybe not playing quite as well as he could have. So I was pleased to see him pick up the win. It was a very tight game, and maybe it could have gone either way, but yeah, at the end of the day he came out on top, so
yeah, definitely
keep it up
buddy.
More of the same, please.
we want to see you do good.
I want to see everyone do good. Enzo's not so keen on seeing everyone do well.
I mean, somebody has to lose. Somebody has always to lose, so I have people I'm rooting for, I have people that I don't really care about, and yeah.
Wow.
But we shall move on to...
Can I just say really quickly...
Yes.
Yeah, I like the fact that he included Light Screen in his team because Kelly had lots of special attackers, and I think that was quite important.
Yeah, definitely. Kelly was forced to
stall
out the screen, the light screen, with Paraflinch, which wasn't the best solution, but I get to that later. And yeah, he was forced to stall out the screens, and Chaos was just able to get free damage off onto things, which really helped him out in the end. Really helped him out. But yeah, we shall move on to my number 7 spot. The first spot we both disagree. I have Ruby, and you have...
Well, I have Fredo/E-Storm. The Melbourne Victory Stars. Currently under the coachmanship. No, that's not the right word.
Oh god. That's too big.
Coaching of Fredo.
Yeah. That was a too big of a word for me. I don't even know what you said.
I think I just made it up, to be quite frank.
God. That's why I didn't know.
I mean, the reason that I make up words all the time, it's just mainly just to confuse Enzo.
Oh yes, thanks, nice.
You're welcome.
You're supposed to be my teacher. Oh my god.
You're putting me off now. I have okay. So I have Fredo, the Melbourne Victory Stars anyway, at number, what is it? 7,
right?
Number 7. Basically because he did win. He picked up the win. Mm-hmm. And again, it's difficult to step into somebody else's shoes and pick up a team that you've not drafted yourself and everything. Fredo's a really good battler, so he did a good job of kind of jumping in. But the majority of the first part, I mean, we've talked about this. The majority of the first part of the battle, Juan was quite kind of in control. Mm-hmm. And then hacks happened, and Fredo did a good job of being able to sort of take those hacks and turn them to his advantage and play around them and get the win in the end. And it was a close game, so that's why I put him at number 7. It's really difficult when you get into the middle of the pack because, again, there are some people that there's not an awful lot between. And I just think that because he didn't have control over the whole match, that for me, he maybe goes below some of the other people who perhaps did a slightly better job.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is your number 7 spot, and let's move on to mine being RubyMarrow, and he won. Of course, he won against Jordinez. So just one thing I want to say is his Keldeo. He had a defensive Keldeo, which was a really nice preparation because a defensive Keldeo was a safe switch into V-Wild period. He could have taken any hits, knock off, whatever, Icicle Crash, Ice Punch even. That was a really nice preparation. So, really nice preparation on your part, Ruby. Defensive Keldeo coming through, it did exceptionally well in this battle, really. Even though it didn't have much, I think it didn't have any special attack investment. Hydro Pump still did quite a lot to a Sylveon, and just the combination of Hydro Pump and Secret Sword was just way too much for Jordinez to handle. So yeah, Keldeo definitely the MVP in my opinion in this match. And one thing I want to say, and I think you wanted to mention that too. He said in this video he wanted to go for SD on the Heatran switch.
Oh my gosh.
But he realized he didn't have SD. And again, as I mentioned with, I think, G last week, that should never happen. Mischance should never happen. And to be honest, like 2 minutes before a battle, you go through your team. I mean, that's what I did because I was super afraid of any battle. I went through my team just checking if everything was right. And he should have seen that the Talonflame didn't have Sword Stance. And Sword Stance is a freaking TM, so just put it on there. Like, that doesn't even take 1 minute, that's like 30 seconds. And just think, there's small things you could always prevent, but people don't do that. I don't know why.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Ruby, what are we on, 7?
Yeah, I have him on 7.
Yeah, so I have him on 6.
Yeah. You wanna move on to 6 then?
Well, only if you've got nothing else to say.
Oh, no,
I was just going to chip in while you were talking about Ruby.
Yeah, let's go to Ruby on your 6th spot.
I mean, he didn't only say that he'd forgotten about the SD on Talonflame. He'd also, when he was calcing and preparing his team, he'd done all of his calcs with Keldeo holding specs.
Yeah, oh my god.
And if you're serious about wanting to do really well in League, then you calc and you make sure you get it right, because when you're in the heat of the battle, you rely on that data that you've got and that you've generated. It gives you a little sense of security and it helps you to be able to make your decisions. If you've got that wrong, it can completely throw you off. Luckily for Ruby this time, it didn't make a difference in this particular battle, but I mean, it could quite easily. You know, you come in on something, you think, oh, I can take this, or oh, this is definitely a one hit KO or whatever, and it isn't, and that can completely kind of throw you off course.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, and just misgenning and not having the SD on the Talonflame, and yeah, you can just stick it on, and yeah,
it's gonna screw you up one day eventually. And then it's all your own fault, like seriously. You can't blame it on hacks or anything. It's your own fault for misgenning, making the wrong cogs. That's all your fault. I mean, that's gonna happen to everybody. Like, I'm not even talking about Ruby right now. That could happen to every single person in this league. Just double check everything. Double check your sets. Triple check if you want. Just that doesn't even take a second. No. It doesn't even take a minute, I want to say.
And like, it was like a key part of his game plan, because he'd said that when he was building his team, it was the Sylveon coming in against the Keldeo was this big thing that he had, and he was like, I've calced it all so that I know what Hydro Pumps are going to do, and I've built it specifically for this. And then I was like,
dude.
Okay, dude.
What the heck?
Yeah, but I like the fact that he brought a Talonflame with natural gift. That's always nice.
That's basically, if you have a Heatran, you have to expect a natural gift Talonflame. It's the most common thing right now. You have to expect that. And I think, once again, I told Jordinez to put on, I could honestly just, I think I told him to put on Protect on freaking Heatran to scout for the natural gift. And I think if natural gift hits a Protect, it still loses the berry.
It does.
Yeah, I think I told him that, and he didn't do that, I think. If he even had Protect. I can't bloody remember, but I think I told him something to scout. I think I did.
At the end of the day, he's probably never going to listen to you again.
Yeah, he's never going to ask for my help. I'm sorry, Jordinez. Come back to me. But yeah.
But at the end of the day, he had a solid team, and he played pretty darn well. And
yeah.
Just don't make those silly mistakes, man. Come on.
Don't.
Don't do it, or next time Enzo will go absolutely mental.
Mental. You're not even ready for this, Ruby. So yeah, that was your 6th spot. Let's move on to mine, being E-Storm Frido. We have this both mixed up, do we not? Like, you know, you feel me, fam? Let's just continue. E-Storm.
Let's just continue, because you've got Frido higher up on the list because you like him.
I mean, I do. I'm still waiting on that face cam. For reasons, of course, research purposes.
To see if he has a beard.
He has a beard. I saw a picture of it. That's why I want him to do face cam. Oh my god. But yeah, I have him on there. As you said, he had to take over a team he was unfamiliar with. He had to face an opponent he didn't know his playstyle of, and of course, he had trouble at the first 10 rounds in the battle. But as you said, as we both said actually, he capitalized on the hacks that happened and turned the battle around into his favor and won. He won against Juan, whatever. But yeah, just Mirror Code, of course. Mirror Code Suicune is so common in League
so
format.
Nice as well.
Yeah, it is pretty common, and it just did work in the end. It managed to take down 3 Pokemon, I think. I can't bloody remember, but
Mirror Code.
Was
it just not just one?
I don't know, 2.
It took down the Nidoking. Definitely, for sure.
Nidoking and the Tornadus. Did it not? Or was it an Ice Beam?
No, because Tornadus was frozen.
Ah, god damn it.
I'm not gonna sing. I won't sing.
But why would you want to sing in power rankings? Oh my god.
Everyone
Stop it.
Sing. Sorry.
Stop it. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Frido. He capitalized on hacks, turned their battle around. Mirror Code, definitely always a nice preparation with Suicune. And we all know Frido. Frido is an amazing battler, so definitely one of the better choices to have as an assistant coach. And that's just always really nice. Frito, you're hot. Please do face cam. But yeah, that's about it with my 6th spot. And we both shall move on to our 5th spot, being Charlie Chi.
That's your 5th spot.
That's my 5th spot, exactly. Oops, my bad. I have Charlie Chi on there. I don't think he likes it when I call him that, but I like it. I like the sound of it. Charlie Chi. I have him on 5th spot. He definitely did play better than last week. I mean, he played really well last week too, but this time he played really well, in my opinion. There were some hacks that mattered against, like the para hacks on Manaphy. I think he got 4.
Oh my gosh, there was
4.
So much hacks in that battle.
3 or 4 hacks, para hacks on the Manaphy. He got a crit on the Mega Aerodactyl that mattered, I think.
So much mattered.
Yeah, but despite the hacks, I think Charlie Chi battled really well. He had knockoff on the Mega Venusaur, and that was a really nice preparation because he was able to knock off the Assault Vest on the Tangrowth and the Violite on the Togetic, and that was really important because, of course, Togetic is nowhere nearly as bulky without the Violite, and it was just easier to take down in general. And Assault Vest, oh no, not Assault Vest on the Tangrowth, Assault Vest on the Hariyama. There we go, Assault Vest on the Hariyama, making it noticeable, less bulky on the special side. So the Giga Drain was a really nice recovery option for the Mega Venusaur as well. And I don't really know. I know Mono didn't have a safe switch into Mega Venusaur, so he always brought in Hariyama. And
he'd planned for that. He'd planned for that to be what he would do.
Yeah, but I think Charlie got confused the more he brought in Hariyama, because all it was, Hariyama went down to Mega Venusaur, and of course it didn't work out. I think in the end Hariyama was just a death fodder for the Mega Venusaur, and just to bring in Mega Aerodactyl and just do work. But Hariyama did basically nothing. It did basically nothing in this battle.
Taking that big hit at the beginning and losing the Assault Vest was a thing. That did not help.
I mean, he was hoping for him to go for Sludge Bomb, get the poison, activate the guts.
Yeah, we had Facade as well, so but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Giga Drain was the better option, period. But yeah, something else. Something else, when Manaphy got paralyzed, you know, it got these 4 Parahexes. He brought in Penguin, Kingpin, and Empoleon. He brought
Hidden
Empoleon.
Power Electric!
What the heck? Oh my god, Charlie, what the heck? Hidden Power Electric, seriously? I mean, he revealed the Hidden Power Electric, and I don't know why. I mean, of course, Manaphy had to run coverage for something, and Mono decided to have Psychic over Energy Ball. But if he had Energy Ball, he didn't reveal the Psychic there yet, so he had to assume that Manaphy had Energy Ball, and he still went for Hidden Power Electric. It did nothing at +2 special defense. It did nothing, but he kept going for it like 3 times, risking the Energy Ball, which we've done a lot. Like
now, I don't know if this is true or not. But I'm not completely convinced he knew that was a possibility.
That Manaphy gets Energy Ball.
Because in his team builder, he said that Empoleon was there and that Manaphy couldn't do anything to it. I think I could be completely wrong, because my memory's not great.
Wait, let me actually... I'm like 10,000% sure Manaphy gets Energy Ball. I'm like 10,000%. 10,000
sure.
guys. 10,000%. You are not even that sure. If you straight. Okay, moves, Energy Ball.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I did say nothing. It gets Energy Ball. Like
I didn't say I didn't know.
What? So Manaphy,
I felt like when he in his team builder, he was talking about how Empoleon, how it could stand up against Manaphy because Manaphy couldn't really do anything to it. Possibly, I could be wrong.
I mean, that was in the end. I mean, it didn't quite.
And that
matter.
might explain why he kept it in on the Manaphy if he didn't realise.
The energy +1 special attack would have done probably over half.
Huge, yeah, huge.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That Hidden Power Electric on Empoleon was a complete waste, in my opinion. And also something on Empoleon, he had Yawn. I mean, Yawn did work. It's forced the Manaphy to switch out. But instead of Yawn, he in my opinion should have had Roar. Definitely. Roar would have been the better option because it did... I mean, it forced it out to switch and he would have gotten rid of the possible Tail Glow, the possible Calm Minds, just all of that. I mean, I did not agree with Yawn. It worked out for him somehow. But Yawn, Roar was the better option. He should have gone with... And yeah, I didn't really understand Yawn, but whatever.
I mean, I understand Yawn because it can pressure things out, but when you've got the potential to have a Manaphy with a Tail Glow or all of those Calm Minds that it started setting up, you just want to roar it out, mate. And
he was considering the rest, and he was also considering the Sleep Talk, which was definitely a possibility, and he still brought Yawn. Like, I did not agree with that at all. But something else I want to mention, once again, I want to mention that he should write things down. There are just some notable things.
He did start to at the end of the battle.
It definitely mattered in the end. Like, there was.
Come on, Charlie. We've said it twice now.
Yeah, Charlie, come on, improve. that grey hair on your head is not making you any wiser. You know, I thought those were highlights in his hair, but no, he's just getting old. What the heck?
They look good though, right?
Oh, those are so hot.
I'll take your word for it.
I mean, I told him at his stream. When he was streaming, I told him, gosh, those look so good. But yeah, definitely something that were debatable and some things that I didn't agree with at all. Mainly the Empoleon. I did not agree with Empoleon's set whatsoever. But yeah, that's all I have for Chi. And you shall talk about your number 5th spot.
My number 5th spot is Kelly and the Maryland Torterrapins.
Oh, tell me more.
He took a narrow defeat this week. But he didn't. It wasn't terrible.
Definitely not.
But again, he just has sometimes this thing about sacking off Mons.
Oh, now you mention it. Now he has to call you out.
I mean, yeah, you know, it was Jirachi again and sort of letting it go down a bit early. But he did make some good plays. He decided he needed to stall out the light screen with some nice power flinch. Well done.
I mean, that was a 50-50.
Let's frown upon that a little bit, shall we?
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes if it's got to be done, it's got to be done, I guess.
Yeah.
What else did I write down? I wrote too much down, to be quite honest.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that, Miss Beck.
Don't miss me.
Oh god, the power ranks have gone quiet. Oh my god, Beck. Talk.
Talk? I'm just reading my notes.
Oh, damn it. So, is that all about Kelly?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. So, wait, do I have
It was a very close game. It didn't come down to too much. And perhaps, you know, if he'd have maybe tried to preserve his Pokemon a little bit better, then maybe it would have turned out slightly differently.
Take notes, Kelly. She said about preserving a Pokemon, okay?
Only because you've come to me first in the power rankings. Just wait until Enzo gets his opportunity to talk about you and the Wictini.
I mean, I'm getting to it now. Do we move on to number 4?
Yeah.
I think we do, because I have Kelly on my number 4. Kelly and the Maryland Torterrapins. Yeah, one thing I want to say, of course, I want to say, I'm gonna mention that, you can suck my ass, Kelly, you should have preserved the Jirachi.
Yep.
It was,
Here we go.
It was
It's true. It's true.
So risky. I mean, of course, you had to stall out the light scream somehow, but not against a Aggron. I mean, there was the possibility for him to break through, going for Earthquake, and Earthquake was a clean to a KO with his Aggron. And it just didn't work out. I mean, it worked out for you somehow, but you should have preserved the Jirachi, go into something else that can take on Aggron more effectively, possibly the Milotic. Milotic was physically defensive, I think, and it had recover, so you could have recovered, stalled it. If you decide to T-Wave you would have gotten more bulk, and I don't know, just sagging Jirachi was a huge misplay. You should have preserved it. You were better off going into Milotic, in my opinion, recover, stalled him, and just do other things rather than sacking off Jirachi. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that every freaking week if I have to. But yeah.
Sometimes it will come down to the fact that you need to keep things around. You know, this is a competitive battling league. You can't just be like, well, yeah, I'll just leave this one in for a few turns and it can go. You've got to kind of like make use of every turn that you've got.
Yeah.
And kind of think about that. And this is not the first time that it's happened. So, yeah, it has to be mentioned.
Improve, Kelly. You need to improve. I mean, I don't want to say the sagging Jirachi was the play that cost him the battle, but it definitely played a huge role in losing the battle, in my opinion. But something else, Kelly likes to miss moves, likes to miss certain moves. I mean, he missed a lot of Zen headbutts.
Yes.
And then he missed in this battle a Fire Blast with the Gudra against the Aggron. And that's just something. I mean, Fire Blast is a high risk, high reward situation. You get off a lot of damage, but if you miss the move, it just could screw you over completely. So Fire Blast, of course, Fire Blast, Focus Blast, Thunder, Hydro Pump, always nice options, but sometimes you have to go with the safer option, like Flamethrower, I don't know, Incinerate, whatever. But just
never Incinerate.
I mean, if it has would Incinerate be viable because there are so many berries in this format?
I don't know if it would be viable, but it might be viable.
I'm gonna ask the PPL chat afterwards. But yeah, Incinerate, no, Flamethrower. Flamethrower definitely, in my opinion, a better option, because I think from the range Aggron was at, it would have been dead anyway. But yeah, I mean, Fire Blast was bound to miss, and just you have to play a little bit more safely, Kelly, in my opinion. But other than that, his team building was on point. He prepared really well for the Victini.
And sometimes maybe just choosing slightly more middle ground plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So something that's slightly risky, but not too risky.
Yeah. Something you can rely on, but if they don't work out, it doesn't screw you over. You feel me, fam? Yeah.
It's like at some point in the game when he was with the Gudra and went for Draco instead of perhaps a Fire Blast, which would have hit more things if it had connected.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I do like Kelly. I like the way he prepares, and I like the way he battles when it's not just kind of throwing things away.
Yeah, definitely. Kelly, you are an amazing battler, exceptionally good battler, and you can do things and stuff if you want to. Just do them now.
Just do them now.
Just do them.
Just do it now.
So yeah, that's all I have to say about Kelly. Just one thing. He showed me his team. I played some battles with him, preparing for his freaking PPL battle. I played some battles with him on Showdown. I put effort into this, and he called me out. What the heck? What the heck, Kelly? But yeah.
It's because he knows that you'll be disappointed.
Oh my god. He was insecure. But yeah.
Moving on to my number 4 now.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Right.
What do you mean? Oh, unless you have some more things to say.
No, it's fine.
Is Charlie and New Crystal United.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I really like Charlie. I like the way that he's developing. I think every week he's getting better. He did start to take notes towards the end of the battle, so please just continue that from the beginning.
Definitely.
I liked at the beginning when he said, right, I'm just going to write down the team, and then didn't.
Maybe he took a screenshot. You never know.
Maybe. But yeah, continue to do that so that you can focus on the things that are going on. But I was really... I was pleased with how he battled. Just on the old making sure that you gen things properly, his Mega Venusaur's PPs weren't quite right, which...
They were all over the place.
If he was lucky he didn't need as many synthesises and stuff and Giga Drains, because that could have been an issue, so just make sure.
I mean,
but these...
Yeah, move on.
No.
Continue. No, it's fine.
No.
Let's go. Come on.
I liked how he made his crocodile to have Aquatail as a little last minute surprise. I just like that idea because who expects that?
I don't know. I wouldn't honestly. I would not have.
Exactly. So you expect predicting the switch from the Excadrill or the Mega Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
And didn't use it, but I liked the idea of it.
Explosions with Aquatail.
I also really liked his use of berries, and I think his use of berries really helped him in the match as well, because there were a few times when he was able to take hits because his Pokemon were packing berries.
Yeah, I think there was the situation with Zapdos, the Rock Slide from Excadrill, and the berry saved him. And that was really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. Thank goodness. Who was his opponent again?
Mono.
Thank goodness Mono didn't bring Incinerate, eh?
Yeah, really.
Anyway, so I really liked that his use of berries. The match was very much kind of won by hacks. Well, not completely won by hacks, but they really did help give Charlie the kind of momentum. The crit on the Mega Aerodactyl, which was kind of Mono's win condition.
Definitely. Going
down so early that was hard. And I can see how Mono might have been slightly salty about the match, really. Because then
he seems really
was
salty.
Para. Just like, yeah. But you see, that did kind of make a big difference. But I like him. I like Charlie. I thought he played really well. He kind of lost it slightly towards the end. I was really worried about the Manaphy. But then we had the yawn. Then we had the yawning Empoleon, which was just beautiful.
I mean, that was a surprise. I would not have expected that.
No.
And so did Mono. When he went for a yawn, he was like, and he has yawn.
Yawn?
What the heck?
What the beck?
But yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe it could have been a little bit different, but I think he put in enough. I like the way he puts in work in his team building and his thinking about what he's going to do, and he prepares really well, and he's definitely getting better in the battles. So I can definitely see him just keep continuing to do really well. And you know what? Picking up a win against Mono is not easy.
Definitely. Oh my god,
because
Mono is so good.
He is a great battler. So maybe there's a bit of hacksiness going on there, but he did still have to play that match. And he had all that preparation there, which in the end did help. So
definitely. So just one thing I just want to say about G. I like the way you said in his team builder. I just mentioned his team builder, and I like the way he edits his team builder. Like, did you see that he has a little microphone there? It's so cute. Oh my god.
Can I just ask him to make his 3DS screen a little bit bigger?
Oh yes, definitely.
So we can see it a little bit clearer.
I mean, seeing his face is pleasure enough for me. So.
I mean, less so for me.
Oh yeah, of course. You don't swing that way.
Yes. So make the Pokemon a bit bigger for me.
Add your face too, like, just, But yeah, we shall move on. Let's just leave Charlie G. Let's let him go. We shall let him go.
No, I'll stop.
So number 3, we both. Do we both? Yeah, we both.
Is this where we start to become a bit more in line again?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not, is it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, 1 and 2
Mono!
are Thanks for spoiling it. Oh my god.
And at number 3, Monotooi.
We do have... Yeah, we both have Monotooi. Of course, he dropped down from rank 1 to rank 3. And, I mean, he lost, but he lost 3-0, 0-3, whatever. And he still played well. He tried to work around all the hacks. He definitely got hexed out, but he really tried to work around all these. His win condition went down rather early due to hacks, and he still tried to come back from that. He still tried to turn the battle around, but the hacks were overwhelming, I want to say.
Yeah, because the Monotooi could have potentially won the game for Mono as well, because it got paralyzed so many times, but you know, Charlie didn't have a lot to hit it once it was getting those calm mines up, so there was the potential there, definitely.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, Yawn won cheat the game. So
yeah, because he had to have some way of dealing with the fact that Monotooi was setting up. Raw would have been good as well, but I mean, if he hadn't have had Yawn, if he'd have had something else instead of that wasn't Raw, then he would have been in he would have had huge problems.
Definitely. I mean, Yawn as a win condition, that's something new.
Yawn is the new meta. Put it on all your Pokemon right now, people.
Oh god. No, I'm never gonna let her on Showdown again. Just ran into Yawn every time. But yeah, one thing I want to say about Mono, it was the last turns. He only had Tangrowth left on G's Zapdos, and I didn't agree with that. I mean, he had no other choice, but I didn't agree with one play. I think it was the very last play. He predicted Zapdos to go for a Roost, and so he went for an Earthquake.
Earthquake, yeah.
I mean, Earthquake, of course, there was this chance he would not go for Roost, and EQ would not be effective at all, like it would not even hit. So I think even if he went for Roost, the Giga Drain to get health back or a Rock Slide would have been a much better choice, because they would have at least still hit. Like, they would not have done a lot of damage, but they would have done something at least.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess there was less of a need to go for Roost because because Charlie already had other Pokemon left as well. So
at that moment, I think he still had the fossil thing left. The thing. What the heck is it called? The rainbow fossil thing bird.
Archeops.
Archeops. There we go.
The rainbow fossil bird. Ladies and gentlemen, the rainbow fossil bird.
Oh god. Don't make fun of that. I can't remember names at this time of the day. It's 10 p.m. for me, guys. 10 p.m. What the heck? But yeah, he had that thing left, and I don't think that just was a need for him to go for EQ. That's what I thought. I did not agree with that at all, but yeah. He also get things knocked off too many times. Like, as I said before, Togetic and Hariyama got knocked off, and the items they had, they were really crucial, and he just let them go to waste. I did not agree with that, but of course he didn't have much other choice than that. But overall, we know Mono is an amazing battler.
Amazing.
Really amazing. He does some really nice plays, and he definitely can come back from that. I can definitely see him next week being on the first spot, second spot, but just not lower. Like, I can't see him any lower than this.
No, I can't either. Unless something terrible happens, but I just can't see it. He's really good in his preparation and in his battling, you know. And if it hadn't have been for some hacks, maybe it would have been a bit different.
Agreed. Twinsies. Just a random twinsies.
I don't know why anybody invited us to do these power rankings.
I mean, people think they're entertaining, so goal achieved. So yeah, now let's move to the last two spots. Finally,
shall we?
We shall do that.
And this is where me and Enzo, our opinions differ.
That's because you're such a huge fangirl. Oh my god. But yeah, I have on my number 2 spot, I do have Travistey. Travistey, of course, he is such a good battler. He won 5-0. I don't have anything negative to say about this battle, of course. Travistey played flawlessly, and just one thing I want to say, Will-O-Wisp on a Scarf Darmanitan, predicting his opponent to switch in his guard chomp to a Flare Blitz was amazing.
That was perfection.
Definitely, that was perfection. Predicting the guard chomp, he locked himself into Will-O-Wisp, and that was just amazing. It crippled down the guard chomp, and just amazing. Travistey, amazing. Woo! Fireworks. But yeah, another thing, he had the Payapa berry on Nidoqueen, just that one berry that weakens. Oh
my goodness! I just...
See, you're such a faggot. Oh my god. You're like...
You're stealing all of the things I want to say!
Travistey is my... What Travistey is for you is anima for me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, what I want to say is Payapa berry on the Nidoqueen. With that berry, he was able to lift the Psyshock, and Psyshock was I think it was Psyshock.
He'd calced it and done it so that he could take a Hyper Voice and a Psychic.
Very nice.
And kill back.
With a Poison Jab.
So good.
Perfect preparation. I mean,
mwah! Perfect.
Oh Jesus Christ. Travistey, perfect, flawless preparation, very nice battled. Props to you. That was an amazing battle. And one thing I want to say, y'all know I'm a crazy cat lady, and just during the battle, his webcam started shaking.
Oh no!
And that was because of his cat. Oh my god! How cute is that? Oh my god! You just imagine that your cat nibbling on your freaking webcam, and then the cat was on webcam. Oh my god! Did you see that cat?
Yeah, of course I saw that cat.
Oh, of course, you were glued to the screen, were you not? And yeah, just keep that cat in there. Keep that cat in there. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Travistey.
Enzo is easily pleased.
Yeah, I mean, if the cat is there next week again, you're easily gonna be #1 spot. But yeah, I think you're gonna say more about Travistey afterwards. And that's just the things I was very pleased with. The Will-O-Wisp on Darm, the berry on Nidoqueen, and the cat. And
the cat. Welcome to the Power Rankings, where we talk about cats.
Of course we do. Cats are essential to these Power Rankings. But yeah, you shall move on to your #2 spots.
My #2 spot is Troy.
Oh wow.
The Wicombe Wanderers.
Oh god. Pew pew.
I feel like we shouldn't record this so late.
Because I'm getting tired. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. No, Troy did an amazing job as well.
Did he?
Think he is a fantastic battler, and what I have to say is that I watched quite a few of his battles from the PPL last year, and they were quite questionable, and it's so nice to see how he now is quite a competitive and serious battler, and it's actually he's come on leaps and bounds, and it's so nice to see him like planning his teams and getting it right and getting his plays right in the battles. I have to say that he did play quite riskily. In his battle, and he did make a few kind of decisions that could have gone against him, but they didn't, so that's cool beans.
Yeah, he had to take risks to...
He did.
To secure his win, basically.
And that's nice. I like to see people playing with a bit of guts as well.
Oh, nice.
Because it's kind of easy to just play quite conservatively and quite cautiously, and I guess the best battlers know when to do that and when to take the risks, and Troy took the right risks and it paid off for him, so
Defo. So yeah, is that all you have to say about Troy?
No, I like his Raichu.
Oh, his Raichu. What exactly do you like about his Raichu? His ears?
What?
I mean, you have to tell me, what did you like especially about his Raichu? The ears, the tail?
The fact that it was nasty plot and it had hidden power flying?
Oh.
For the Heracross?
You know, I can't smell these things. You have to tell me that.
Smell them.
That's what we say. In Switzerland, at least.
You weird Swiss people.
Oh my god. That's Swiss magic. Splatoon, Swiss magic. I heard that.
Swiss magic.
I shot around the edge. And there was Swiss magic.
That was Swiss magic.
Around the corner. I'm around the corner. Oh my god, I didn't find the right word. But yeah.
And it managed to do stuff and things. Like it took out
British
the Hydreigon,
magic.
which was like a big threat.
With the Focus Blast.
With the
which
Focus
was
Blast, yeah.
high risk, high reward. And
Exactly.
he definitely got the reward.
Yeah, it was cool.
So yeah.
The play with the Slow King was a bit
What?
bruh. Get in the trick room, but then he couldn't really do anything, and
Yeah, I mean, his Amoonguss came in afterwards, and it didn't do much. It didn't do much. Oh my god, I can't speak. Is that all? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? Bravo, Troy. You were very, very good. There were a couple of little bits, but yeah, on the whole, excellent. Well done. Keep up the good work.
Troy's got to watch
And
it, and it's
also,
like, what the heck?
if a Pokemon switches out before you, when it's supposed to be slower than you, it means it's scuffed.
Nice. Yeah, that was turn 1, wasn't it?
And then he spent a lot of time going, is it scuffed? Is it scuffed? And it's like, well, it switched out before.
So, yeah,
But anyway.
that was your number 2 spot, and I shall talk about Troy in my number 1 spot. Troy, you made it to my number 1 spot. Definitely deserved, in my opinion at least. So, one thing I want to say, one thing I have to criticize, Raichu had 1 hit left, of course 1 hit because of the Life Orb, and he went for Focus Blast on the Regirock.
Yes.
And of course, if you only have 1 hit left, you wanna at least guarantee. Oh my god, twinsies! you wanna at least guarantee to get a last hit off. So, in my opinion, you should have gone for Thunderbolt on the Regirock to get at least some more damage off. But you risk the Focus Blasts, you risk the miss, you got the miss, and Raichu went down without doing anything that turn, which was sad, really. But yeah, that's the only thing I have to criticize about Roy. He's on my number 1 spot, as I said. He played exceptionally well. Of course, there were questionable things, as you already pointed out. There was the Trick Room he didn't capitalize off, but other than that, he saw the things. Oh god, I'm too tired to do this.
He was lucky towards the end as well, wasn't he? When he had the knockoff crit that took out the sub.
I mean, depending on the spread on the Thunderous, a knockoff would always do 25%. I want to say, because Thunderous isn't that bulky at all. I mean, I don't know if that crit mattered at all. But yeah, I don't want to assume any things if it actually mattered or not. But I honestly don't think it mattered. I honestly don't think it mattered whatsoever. But yeah, just if you guys have some calcs, put them in the comments. Prove me wrong. But yeah, that's Troy, my number 1 spot. You're having a great season so far, honestly.
He really is, and it is really nice to see how much better he is at competitive battling now.
Yeah, we can't be Wanderers for the win.
Except
what?
It's the North Melbourne Kangaskhan's for the win.
Oh, who is that?
It's Travistey, man.
Oh, is he in here?
And he is my number 1.
Gosh darn it, I didn't see that one coming.
I mean, only because he is so good.
Oh.
He's so good.
Tell me further things.
You stole all of my things that I was going to say. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn.
Dino Queen, it was so nice with the Piappa berry.
Piappa.
Piappa berry.
I don't know.
That berry. That gosh darn berry. So that it could take both those hits and then bop out that Mega Gardevoir. Because I hate Mega Gardevoir. It's so annoying.
No.
Well, it's so annoying though, isn't it?
Mega Gardevoir is the definition of perfect.
Yeah, but if you're fighting against it.
Oh yeah, then it's annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. And I really liked the fact that Cobalion had Magnet Rise.
Magnetize is always a really nice option on Cobalion to get the ground immunity. And
because he realized that it was like it could put in so much work as long as it wasn't weak to ground. So up it goes, levitating in the air. So nice, so good. Yeah, and you just took everything, the Will-O-Wisp on the Garchomp and all of that stuff.
I'm sorry, you have to stop me. Like, when I mention things you want to mention so badly, you just have, stop, Enzo.
You need to put him at number 1 as well, so then we can talk about it at the same time.
Oh, we can both fangirl over Travistey.
But no, I think Travistey is doing a really great job.
Yeah.
His team preparation is on point. He's really good at recognizing what he needs to do throughout the battle from the beginning to the end. He has a good mixture of kind of the solid stuff that you would bring to a battle, and then the creativity of using the berry on the Nidoqueen and Magnet Rise on Cobalion and Scarfed Will-O-Wisp and all of that stuff mixed in with the kind of traditional, more standard things that you would expect to see, and he plays them really well.
Defo.
And he has his plan, and he does it.
Nice.
Nice. High five.
High five now.
High five.
Okay, that's it. We went from 1 to 12. Very nice power rankings this week, weren't they, Beck?
Were they not?
Were they not? I mean, we had some trouble putting some people into their spots. But, I mean, some things were really clear, some things were not. This week was interesting for sure. A lot of hacks, and a lot of hacks decided some games. They helped out somebody to win a game, and it just was really difficult to judge these battles, to put them in a certain position and just talk about those. And yeah, that's it for Power Rankings week number 3. Week number 3, oh my god, for Power Rankings week 3 with me, Enzo. Totally check out my channel. And Beck.
Bye. Bye.
What do you say bye for? I didn't say anything yet. What the heck?
Because you were saying it's over. And me, Beck. Check out my channel.
That's what I wanted to hear.
And I will convince you to subscribe to me.
Yeah, convince us to subscribe to Buraki hyphen. No, hyphen is on your Nintendo ID.
Underscore,
yeah. Hyphen is on your Nintendo ID. Okay.
Please don't come and watch my video.
They're not bad. They are acceptable.
They are not bad. They are acceptable.
I do tolerate your videos. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, week 3 PPL Division 2 Power Rankings. I hope you enjoyed. We definitely had a blast again this week. Did we not?
Yes, we did.
We did. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.